Welcome to Entrepreneurship Made in Brazil, where we bring you Brazilian companies' global stories. In today's episode, we will tell you more about Granado, the perfume brand founded in Rio. You will learn their history and their strategies to understand how a 150-year-old brand succeeds in the 21st century market. Let's go.
Granado is one of Brazil's most iconic brands, known for its rich history in cosmetics, fragrances, and medicinal products. Throughout their history, they have preserved their original essence with an iconic aesthetic and even more iconic products. Their status and quality led them to a global expansion, having 98 stores in Brazil and 11 more in the US and Europe. Their success has been in the making for a long time, and to understand it completely, we should look at the past of the brand to show how it survived and thrived for over 150 years, proving that tradition and innovation can go hand in hand. José Antônio Cochito Granado, a Portuguese immigrant, opened a small farmácia in the central district of Rio de Janeiro. He sold medicinal products using Brazilian plant extracts, herbs, and flowers he cultivated in his countryside home in the nearby city of Teresópolis. He also imported and manipulated European products to his clients. The quality of his products started to get recognized through the city, which was then Brazil's capital, and garnered the attention of the imperial family, especially Dom Pedro II, who declared Granado as the official pharmacy of the Brazilian imperial family in 1880. After 3 generations in the Granado family, the company was acquired in 1994 by British entrepreneur Christopher Freeman. But José's legacy and vision were still in the brand's DNA. 10 years later, in 2004, Granado incorporated Febo into their operations. In 2013, the brand went international with its first store being opened in Paris, and in 2016, a small part of the brand was sold to the Spanish company Puig. Granado's first ever store, in the central district of Rio, was renovated in 2005, when the brand went through the process of modernizing itself. It now showcases many objects from its collection in a charmful, heritage-focused way.
Granado couldn't rely only on its history and heritage to remain influential and successful, so it had to make a great analysis of the market that allowed it to modernize and position itself in a great place to differentiate from the competition. To get a better sense of how the company is growing, let's look at the key factors shaping its business environment. Let's start with the competition. How hard is it for new brands to challenge Granado? Well, it's not easy, but it's not impossible either. On one hand, the rise of e-commerce and social media makes it easier for new brands to enter the market. But how does that account for Granado's deep heritage and established customer base? That's a pretty strong barrier to entry. That said, niche natural skincare brands are on the rise, tapping into the growing demand for organic beauty solutions. So, while it's not impossible for newcomers to step in, they'll have an uphill battle competing with Granado's established legacy. Another key factor is where Granado sources its ingredients. For the most part, the company isn't overly dependent on any single supplier, which keeps costs and availability stable. However, there's a potential challenge. Some of the high-quality ingredients it relies on, like natural essential oils, aren't that easy to find. If supply runs low or prices rise, that could put pressure on the business. Thankfully, Granado has built long-term relationships with trusted suppliers, giving it some protection against these risks. Beyond direct competition, there's also the challenge of customer choice. With so many options available, from budget-friendly drugstore brands to luxury skincare lines, and even DIY solutions, people aren't limited to just a few brands. This makes it even more important to Granado to set itself apart. What helps is its reputation, commitment to natural ingredients, and high product quality. But as trends shift, the company will need to keep innovating to stay ahead. And then there's the broader competition within the industry. Granado isn't just up against small startups. It also faces pressure from major international brands and strong local players like Natura. In a market this competitive, Staying relevant means constantly evolving. Innovation isn't just an advantage, it's a necessity. When you put all of this together, it's clear that Granado is operating in a challenging space. But with a strong brand identity and a thoughtful strategy, it continues to hold its own in an ever-changing market.
When talking about the skincare industry, we know that there are thousands upon thousands of companies competing against each other to gain their clients' trust and make them look better. So, how can a historical brand such as Granado make it into the new generations? Skincare has become the trend in the past few years, and many influencers promote this as part of their main content. That is why Granado decided to establish partnerships with different influencers from all around the world to promote their products along with Brazilian culture and eco-friendly behavior. However, partnering with influencers was not the only approach Granado had, because, as you know, the market is extremely competitive. So, how can you make your products succeed in such a complex environment? It's easy. Just keep it simple and stay tuned to your essence. This is what Granado did, and it incredibly skyrocketed its sales. They decided to innovate, but still stay connected to their roots, to their classical aesthetic, to their old products and smells, the classics. All their marketing campaigns in the past few years try to empower their brand's history and connect to their founders' lives and heritage. They made Brazilian aesthetics and natural product their main selling points to promote new yet old-fashioned products with natural ingredients, making their clients feel part of the brand's history. According to Revista Exame, Granado closed 2024 with a whopping record net income of 1.6 billion reais, an impressive 24% increase over the previous year. A surprising fact about the brand is that it entered the perfumery market only 5 years ago. Despite being a relatively new addition to the brand's catalog, this type of fragrance now represents about 30% of the retail sales. The perfumery market has been growing nationally and internationally, and Granado's strategies aligns with this. Brazil is the second largest market in the world according to Modern Intelligence, moving about 16 billion reais yearly. Fun fact, did you know that about 78% of people in Brazil say that they use some type of fragrance? Globally, this market is expected to move $84 billion by 2028. Their latest product in the market is Citrus Brasilis, a perfume that is supposed to have a similar smell to the orange and lemon trees in the backyard of the company's owner. It all goes back to the past. The name citrus plays a role in its story in terms of describing the smell of the perfume, but Brasilis makes all their clients feel part of the Brazilian heritage. Their latest perfume perfectly summarizes why Granado is a global success in the world of beauty. Another way Granado made it to success is by giving their clients what they ask: natural products. In this world full of chemicals and ultra-processed products, people want to get the most natural ingredients, especially if you're going to apply them to your skin. That is why Granado ensures that they get certified by being cruelty-free and zero waste by international organizations, showing that they are able to produce without harming the planet. Connected to their green vision, they implemented a line of plant-based products, being the first company in Brazil to do so. This helped them open a niche in the plant-based products market by allowing vegans and vegetarians to have skincare products for themselves. Another niche they found was the women's skincare products market. They contacted specialists and dermatologists to create a specific line of products that would satisfy women's necessities and would take care of their skin better than any other generic product they could get. This is called the Pink Line, and it helped the brand differentiate from this competition. In December 2024, Granado closed a deal to acquire Care Natural Beauty, expanding into the clean beauty market, which, according to statistics data, it's expected to move $15.3 billion globally by 2028, showing that the brand is keeping an eye on the future trends.
Granado also has a huge factory in Rio de Janeiro where they produce a majority of their products. In correlation to the agreement with the environment, they decided to recover a natural area surrounding it and improve the quality of life there. This is why, out of the 400,000 square meters of the area they have, only 10% is occupied by the factory. The rest is used to ensure a safe place for nature to thrive. They have recovered a lake, and they added hundreds of palm trees to encourage the local species of birds to come back to their natural habitat. They have also brought fish to the lake to help the natural cycle of life. This natural environment creates a safe and eco-friendly space for all of the workers to enjoy, as well as contributing to making a better planet. The more industrialized products get, the more people demand more natural ingredients and more consciousness towards the planet. Granado captured these claims and used them to fuel their success. Granado shows us that keeping things natural and staying true to your origins can help you succeed in an ever-changing industry.
If you're curious about a Brazilian brand that's making waves globally, check out this video to dive deeper into the story of Oakberry and see what's driving its worldwide success.